Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I appreciate you so very, very, very much. I missed you guys in the last 2 days, but I'm back with another great stream, I think. Orlando Brown is the discussion for today. And I know a lot of you guys probably don't know who he is, but I'm definitely going to let you know who he is and what's this about. Rita, thank you so much for being the first person in early. Thank you. Taylor, thank you so much. Marta, the smarter. Thank you. Rita, thank you. Oh, that's you again. Hey, Deborah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in early. I appreciate you. Now, everybody take a second to share. Because as you know, this is what I love to expose. I love to talk about what nobody else wants to talk about. I love to face what don't nobody else like to face. So let's talk about it. So listen, Orlando Brown has been in the media a lot within the last couple of years. And I kind of understand him a little bit. And I'm going to tell you why. And many of us probably understand him. Many of us over here at Fair Media probably understand him because we understand what he's saying, but we also understand how people will try to make you seem crazy when you possibly are telling the truth. We have been told that many times. We get to talking like him and we get to saying the things that he's about to say. I have so many videos where he's discussing sacrifices. He's discussing Hollywood, as he's calling it. He's discussing pedophilia. He's discussing trafficking of children. He's discussing molestation. A lot of things that we have been discussing, he is talking about it. And what's scary about it is that it's one thing for us as the people to talk about it, and it's like, I don't know. But then it's another thing for it to be somebody that comes out and say, no, you're right. Okay. So if you don't know who Orlando Brown is, Orlando Brown was a young fella who came from Disney. Okay. He actually was on That's So Raven. If you remember that the heavyset guy, the little boy that was That's So Raven on the Disney Channel, that is Orlando Brown. And he has been accused of being on drugs. He has been accused of being mentally ill because he is saying things that we have said many times, and people still say that we are crazy. Me, myself, I do not believe that Orlando Brown is crazy, okay? I believe that Orlando Brown, yes, he has gotten into the drugs. Yes, he has gotten into the party life, but I believe that Orlando Brown is a statistic of what we know of when it comes to childhood stars, okay? But I think that Orlando Brown has now is given the strength to be able to speak out about it. Okay. Not only is he speaking out about it, but he's also saying that he is going to die. Okay. From speaking out about it. And I have that video as well. So he rose to fame from being on That's So Raven. So he has done many interviews. He has done Tasha K. He has done many things with Vlad. He has done many blog videos where he's done interviews, and he's saying the same thing over and over. So you guys that's just seen the videos as of recent, no. He's been saying these things for over 2 or 3 years now. Has he been speaking out? Okay. So we're going to get into a couple of the videos. Now, what I will tell you guys is that he did use a couple of curse words and things of that nature. Okay, but I still want to make sure that you guys get this information so that you can understand. But before we do it, and before we get into him, I want you to understand something. There was someone else who warned us about this, okay? Who warned us about this before Orlando Brown, okay? But now that who is Cat Williams, and many of you guys heard about Cat Williams. Cat Williams did one stand-up show. And after that stand-up show, the arrest came, destroying his reputation. He wasn't able to get shows. He wasn't able to get movies. Once he did this stand-up show, this is when things went down. But he warned you before Orlando Brown.
Motherfuckers be gay in Hollywood, you never fucking expected. They be having these big-ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited than a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit. Nigga, come here. Come here. Is that two niggas kissing? Is one of them niggas Professor Obi?
So it was that video that ended Cat Williams. It was that stand-up that ended Cat Williams. He told too much, okay? Even though it was comedy, he was telling what he was seeing in Hollywood, okay? And Orlando Brown is going to basically, I think Orlando Brown's story is that all in one, okay? Cat Williams let us know what it was about, but Orlando Brown is actually a victim of it.
I know, but I'm not arrogantly gonna sit here and be like, oh, this is that and this is that. Like, there's a lot of things that will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make you start crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? What people do. Like, it's not no glorious to be talking about. It's really it's really Hollywood. It's really up out there. It's really up bad. And like, you just be like, I was just listening to that man's album. His star is on the floor and it's sitting right here. Like, you, unless you're not intoxicated, unless you're just, you know, you have to be really in tune with life and just notice bone structure, skin, eye color, everything. You have to be in tune and you'll be able to see it. It'll manifest itself right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? But just for me to be sitting here and being like, nah, because, man, people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids and shit. A lot of stuff done happened.
Do you think there needs to be more of a light shed on Hollywood? Or Hollyweird?
No.
Exposed more?
No. Don't nobody want to know what happened to them people's families and shit. Don't nobody need to know that shit. Ever. I know. That's all it needs. That's all it needs. I don't need to do that. That's not for me to be, nigga, you get killed for shit like that. That shit is real. You know what I'm saying? People done really, really went through some shit.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Every once in a while you have somebody come out and kind of say some things about Hollywood or some of the stuff that they see.
When I tell you I am Hollywood, I mean I literally am.
So what he means by he is Hollywood is that he is basically what it takes and what happens when you are a part of Hollyweird, okay? Now, when he's talking about the eye colors, the facial things, people faces changing and how their stars is on the ground, but then you actually are looking at them. He's talking about what a lot of us question, which are clones. He's talking about what many of us already question, okay? Many of us are saying that it's already happening. This is this type of talk. That's why people are calling him mentally ill. They're saying that he's on drugs. They're saying that he is crazy. But he is actually saying what he has seen in Hollyweird, okay? Me, myself, I don't see him as that, all right, at all. Now, what I also wanted to show you guys is this as well.
And these people that are called youngins, rookies, new booties, like I was, had no idea that these people still live. They will prey, haunt, kidnap, anything to stay on top. This is their world. They have nothing but time, is what they believe.
Now, who are we talking about?
We're talking about everyone that's supposed to be dead. Like there is
in the industry.
In the industry.
Okay.
You know, when you walk around with the fake face and you know.
So he's talking about the fake faces. He is basically talking about his experience in Hollywood, okay? And how they sacrifice each other for forever life, okay? Forever success, forever elite, forever celebrity. These are the type of things that's making him look crazy. Now, when it comes to this whole elite thing and when it comes to this whole sacrificing thing, I think that the reason why Orlando Brown is the way that he is because he goes against it. If you guys have not looked at my video that I did a couple months ago about sacrifice, I think that he went against it. And the reason why he is the way that he is right now is because he went against it. The reason why there is a backlash against him is because he went against it. He did not go with Raven Simone. Now, him and Raven Simone was really, really close. To this day, Raven Simone will not talk to him. She will not speak to him. She will not say his name. She will not be associated with him. He doesn't exist to her. But as they were growing up, they were like this. Now, in a recent interview, he did say that he don't know who that woman is because she is not the woman that he grew up with. He said that she acts different. The green contacts, the hair, the way she carries herself is not like she used to be. He says, I don't even know who that woman is. That's what he says. He said, I don't know who that woman is, but that's not Raven Simone because she doesn't have the same type of mannerisms. So because of his back talk towards the celebrity, she wants nothing to do with him. Right, Sandy, reptilians. And she is taking on that reptilian look with the green hair, the green eyes. The way that she looks is totally different. I mean, think about Raven Simone when you saw her on the Cosby Show compared to what she looks like now. You would have never thought that Raven Simone would grow up to be how she is today. Okay? It's a lot of things that he is coming out. Something that is even more scarier. Now, I will tell you guys, these videos are going to get a little bit more insane, but here's another video as well. Because as he's been speaking out, okay, and he's been coming out for the last couple of years. So he was asked, so what is going on in your life right now? So even though he's back out talking again, because he did go silent for about 2 years. He went silent and wasn't talking, wasn't doing any interviews, wasn't doing any media. He had went on Dr. Phil in his first go around, and now he's back again, okay? And now that he's back again, he's making even stronger allegations. So they asked him, so what has been going on in your life since the Dr. Phil show? Here's his answer.
The hideout. They've kidnapped my son. They've silenced my wife. They've seized my house. They've closed my Bank of America account. Yeah, I'm just waiting to die at this point. But realistically, I have goals. But yeah, that's what that's like. You know, my wife has been silenced. My son has been taken from me. Together as a whole, my family has been taken from me. My home has been seized. My bank account has been seized. And I'm supposed to be dead within the next week.
Now, when I saw that video, now guys, when I watched some of his videos, he said apparently either they're going to shoot me up. There is a whole, bullets are going to come flying at me and I'm going to die. This is literally what he said. So it's like he knows, because he's basically saying that people like him that exposes the industry, they die. And he knows that he's going to die. So that's what he's been saying in these last couple of videos and interviews, is that he is going to die because of the things that he is exposing in the industry. Okay? He's exposing people of many levels. Jay-Z, Diddy, Will Smith, Nick Cannon. He is not talking about little name people. He's talking about the names of people who many of us have spoke about. Many of us have heard the allegations. We've heard the allegations about P. Diddy having some homosexuality activity. We heard about Will Smith, but he actually has a close enough intake on it all to where he believes in what he's saying. So let me play this video for you guys.
Time.
Oh, hold on, guys.
What's your day?
Uh-oh. Hold on. Trying to make sure I get the right video. Give me a moment. Yeah, he's been exposing. Okay.
I got in my Diddy mode. I'm sorry. I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshka smash. You gave me the ooshka smooth, the smooth smash. Diddy. Yeah, son. I mean, you gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshkash muash.
So what he's talking about is that he says that him and Diddy has some sexual relations, okay? This is not the first artist that he has said that this has happened with. This is not the first one, okay? About a month or so ago, all right? He also said Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow got some bomb ass pussy.
That's what he had to say about Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow got some bomb ass pussy.
Now, there's one or two things that can happen in this situation. Jeanette, you right with me. There's one or two things that can happen with what he's doing. It can take him down a road of nowhere and they'll ensure that he's shut up forever. Or it can skyrocket him to a level of success that we never thought that he'll have before. What he's saying out of his mouth can go two different directions. Depending on if he's sticking to his guns to not go with these rituals, to not go with what they want him to go with, it's all about what he's willing to do. Okay? It's all about what he's willing to do. All right? If he's willing to go the direction that they want him to go, this can be a humiliation for him. Okay? To say, I did this homosexuality activity. Okay? Or he cannot take their deals and we never know where he gonna go. Okay? It can flip, it can go in many different types of ways. Now, he's also said some really bad things when it comes to Will Smith.
Nigga, like straight the fuck up. What are you talking about, my nigga? You raped me as a kid, you bitch ass nigga. You raped me as a kid and you raped all my kids, nigga. And you still trying to motherfucking get away with the shit, nigga. What do you mean? I'm sitting right here, bitch. Every time I see you, I want to slice your neck, motherfucker. You really have to understand what the Bible says, bro. The Bible says, honor your mother and your father for your days are long, nigga. I ain't killed you for that reason, bitch. Don't you ever get on a motherfucking TV show and act like I'm the motherfucking rapist, nigga. When you rape me, bitch. You raped every fucking body. Hoe ass nigga. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Now, guys, a heterosexual man is not going to make these type of allegations if it never happened. I do not see a heterosexual man making these type of allegations if it did not happen. I just cannot. My mind does not let me see. It just doesn't. My mind don't allow me to see a heterosexual man saying that this happened to him and it never happened. I don't know why my mind isn't letting me see it, but it just doesn't let me see it. Okay? Now, we can say that he's crazy for a lot of things. We can. We can say he's crazy. We can say he's losing his mind. But many of us in these comments, including myself, when we start talking about cloning and when we start talking about sacrifice and when we start talking about the elite and the different things that go on with the elite, people call us crazy. And the reason they call us crazy is so that nobody will listen. That's why they have to put the crazy target on him. If they put the crazy target on him, a lot of you guys won't listen because you guys are saying that he's crazy. So many people are not going to listen. That's how they stop people from taking what he's saying as serious. Okay? Now, it doesn't stop there. Okay? It doesn't. It doesn't, guys. I'm sorry to tell you, but it just don't stop there. Nick Cannon. And we all have heard about Nick Cannon. As you know, Nick Cannon has some affiliations with Nickelodeon, Disney. All right. We know there is some things and some allegations against him in regards to him liking to dress up as a woman. I don't know if you guys have heard about that before, but Nick Cannon enjoys to dress up sometimes like a woman. Here's what he had to say.
Oh, don't worry about Nick.
So apparently he's saying, I'm sorry y'all for the language, but this is his pure form of him just letting everything out, okay? He is basically saying that Nick Cannon dressed up as a woman to do this. Now, I want y'all to remember something, okay? I don't know if you guys remember this video, okay, that I had did, but I want to show you something. Give me one moment. Because there was some allegations out there. Oh, sorry. Hold on, guys. Let me remove one of these so I can. There was some allegations out there of Nick Cannon being caught with Kel Mitchell, okay? Now, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but Nick Cannon's ex-wife, she had press live one day and she said, listen, I found my husband laying in the bed with Nick Cannon dressed up as in my cheerleading uniform. So it matches what he is saying, okay? Nick Cannon is well known. He has said many times that he do like to play in women's clothing, okay? So let me put that video with the video that just came out a few months ago.
I heard kind of like some talking and but it could have been a television. So anyway, I opened up the guest bedroom, and when I opened up the guest bedroom door, Nick Cannon was standing on top of the bed in my cheerleading outfit, the entire cheerleading outfit except for the socks and the shoes. And Kel was like laying down in the covers. Thank you, laying down in the covers. Like kind of like halfway in the covers. And Nick was on top of the bed, kind of at the foot of the bed. And so extremely awkward. And I was like, I think we all just kind of looked at each other for a second. And the next thing I know, Nick starts doing a cheer. This is real life.
So she came home to find Nick Cannon in her cheerleading uniform, cheering for her husband, Kel Mitchell. Okay. Now, I want to tell you guys, before she came out, Orlando Brown have already said many times that Nick Cannon and Kel Mitchell have had a long-term relationship, allegedly. Okay. That's what he's been coming out saying. So he's been putting this out there. A lot of the things that we've been saying, he's now confirming. Okay, he's now confirming. Yes, Unveiled Woman. Kel's wife confirmed that he was in her cheerleading outfit. Yes. Okay, so it's well known that he does these types of things. Harley Weird. Okay, and she said that this had happened. So it kind of matches what he said when he said that they had these intercourses, these passing bys, and he was dressed as a woman. Okay. Now, there's also a little bit more scary things that he has alleged as well. He has said that there is some pedophilia going on.
Are mad because they're really fucking kids. That's the truth. They're really fucking kids. And no. It's your bedtime, bitch. It's your bedtime. And
So he's talking about what exactly happened to him, because he has said many of times, guys, that he was molested when he was with Disney. He calls Disney his family. I don't know what that means, but he already have said many a times that he was molested by different people, okay, when he was coming up in the industry, all right? And that there was some things done with children. He also has made some allegations of human trafficking as well.
Ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. You know, Jamie Foxx is one of the most notorious booty busters in the world. All you gotta do is go to the studio, bend over, and he'll give you $3 million. You wanna be a singer? You wanna be a singer? You wanna be a singer? Bend that ass over for Jamie Foxx, he'll give you $3 million right now. I swear for God. This shit is ridiculous.
Now, guys, I know his activities look crazy, but it's the words that he's saying. His actions look crazy, but his words is kind of crazy. I believe that this is his truth. His truth. His truth. And the reason why I believe it's his truth is because when you talk like this, they consider you crazy until the truth comes out later. So it'll be 5 or 6 or 10 years from now where we're going to be saying, Orlando Brown said. Orlando Brown said. You know what I mean? So I honestly just, it's interesting, you know, of how the selling your souls happen. He talks about how they sell your soul. He also gives a input on how to become an elite today. Okay. He says that there's 2 ways to become an elite. Let me see. Give me a second, guys.
Wow.
Uh-oh. That ain't it. I thought I had that video, guys, but I don't have it. But there he also talks about how to become an elite. And he said that there's 2 ways that you could become an elite. You either have to associate yourself with trans, okay, or as trans, or you have to do some form of homosexuality activities. Okay. He said those are the 2 ways to become elite. And I honestly believe that there is no lies that he's saying right now. Dana, I applaud Jaguar Wright. I applaud Orlando Brown. I applaud Cat Williams. They are telling the truth. Yes, that's why I showed you guys the Cat Williams video before, because Cat Williams exposed this years ago. And that's why Cat Williams began to lose his celebrity, because he would do stand-up shows and he would expose the things that he saw at these mansion parties. He would expose the things that were done when he would fly state to state to do certain things. Okay? He exposed it. And we already know that when you begin to expose it, that's when things start to happen. That's when things begin to happen. For him to say all of these things, for him to spit out all of these things, there is no way. Okay, some people say, well, he's chasing clout. He's chasing clout. Let me tell you something, okay? I've been doing internet for a while now. A heterosexual man that is truly a heterosexual man is not going live, okay? He is not doing a video. He is not doing interviews to tell you that he had some homosexual activities. He's not doing it. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And Kel Mitchell's wife, ex-wife, said the exact same thing. She said, I heard what Orlando Brown said. And she said, what I will tell you is this. What I will tell you is that a man will never put his sexuality on the line like this. She believes him. Hold on, Broderick. I see you, love. So what do you do with these creeps? Do not idolize them. That's what I always tell people. You can have success without idolizing them. When you idolize, then what they do and the things that they say becomes normal in your mind, so that when you do it in your real life, it's okay. It's the same. I'm going to put it to you like this. Nobody wants to go out here and kill a person. But rap music make it seem that it's okay. which means now our children believe that you are real if you do it, which is why it's more youth. Statistics are showing more youth are going to jail for murder today. Why? Because they're idolizing people that have made it okay. Don't idolize it. Simple. Don't idolize it. I think that he honestly, Carol, he better, but he's already speaking on his death already. If this guy turns up, something happened to him, guys. This video is going to be playing in your head when he said, I'm gonna die. I'm about to die anyway. If something mysteriously happens, don't say he ain't told you so, because of a lot of things that he's saying. You know, Scott, you're saying that that man won't put his sexuality on the line, but you're saying that so many of them are. They are. Scott, if you don't want to believe that these people are doing things behind closed doors, that's on you. If you want to believe that all these rappers are down with pretty girls and they're not behind the scenes dealing with transsexuals, dealing with homosexuality, then that's on you. Okay, that's your opinion, but this is mine. Okay, they are. And then they come and they rap to you as if they're living a normal life and they're not. Like I told you guys before. Okay? Like I told you guys before. I have seen behind the scenes where I had to do executive protection for some of these elites. I knew it was real when there was a rapper that I was listening to on the radio. But when I was securing his home, okay, his story was different. On the radio, he's talking about beautiful women, how much he loves women, taking women home, But then when I looked and I'm looking at his regular life, his real life off of camera, away from the blogs, I'm looking at him in a pool, skinny dipping with a man. So that's why myself, it's not hard for me to believe it because I've seen it. I've seen it with my own two eyes. So it's not hard for me to believe that a lot of these people will rap about loving on women and then they'll go home and it's something totally different. I can't remember the star right now that just came out and he's about 46 years old. But we've been singing his music since we were kids. Can't remember his name though. And I also believe that a lot of these child stars, Britney Spears, Miley Cyrus, all these people are they're basically the bad seeds of what happens to child stars in the industry. You know, 3 things happens when you're a child star. You're either going to go crazy, they're going to consider you crazy, you're going to die, or you're going to be bad on drugs. We've seen it. Tevin Campbell, thank y'all so very much. Unveiled Woman, thank you. Yes, just came out, 40-something years old. Okay? So you have to basically be able to open your mind up. Yes, he sounds crazy. Yes, he's screaming. Yes, he's yelling. Yes, he's cursing. But have you not heard somebody say that in a sound mind? I've said some of those things. I'm just not yelling, screaming, and cursing. I've said it. Many of you guys have said it. But to have somebody that's right there, that have seen the parties, that have seen the behind the scenes, that have got into the circles of the elites, to see it and then to say it is different. We can only go off of what we think. Conspiracies is what they call it. You know? But to see somebody that was there to say it, it hits a little different. It hits different. And I done heard things about Diddy. I done heard things about Will Smith. I done heard things, not saying they're true, but we all have heard some allegations that goes against when it comes to them. We've heard it before. He's just repeating it. He's just repeating it. And he's just giving you his life. I don't consider him crazy. I just don't. I don't consider him crazy because I've walked that walk before. When your eyes start to open up, okay, and you start seeing life for a reality and not the real I see, okay? Not the real you see, but the reality of things. Because the real that you see ain't really real sometimes. But the reality of it, it hits a little different. When you really can understand the signs and the symbols of, yes, Sandy, Jaden Smith, the Smith kids are, they're a little different. Jaden Smith was actually the first boy to pose on Vogue in a dress. Yeah. Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son. First boy to pose on Vogue in a dress. I think a couple years ago, about 5 years ago. Yeah. So my eyes are not blind to where I'm not afraid to look and say, well, wait a minute. I don't think he's crazy. I don't think he's crazy. I think, let me tell you guys how I explain consciousness, because I don't call it woke. I don't call it woke at all. I don't even like that term. I don't even like the term woke. The way I explain consciousness is when you start to wake up and you start to see things, you see so many things. So many. You're having so many visions and thoughts and clarity, and you seeing so many different images, and you putting different things together to where you sound like him. It's like a rant. It's like a rant. You know what I mean? Because you seeing it's like a blinking light. You see so much and you're trying to make out what you see, and you're trying to put out the truth that you know about, but it comes out so fast. You know what I mean, y'all? That's what consciousness is like. And I think that's why he sounds, all over the place. And it's like he's ranting, and it's because he's trying to put out everything that he sees. Yeah, that's what it is. And that's why he sounds crazy. That's why he sounds crazy. He seems angry to me, which would be normal if he went through that. Yes. That would make you angry to know that you held these secrets for so long, and that these people are making money, and people are idolizing them, and people are praising them, and people are looking at you crazy, and they're praising him. They're praising the people that victimize you. It's like being victimized, but the person that victimized you is being praised as they continue to victimize, is what basically he probably feels like. I'm just saying, guys, he may sound a little crazy. He may, hair may be a little green. He may, he may do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I think he's trying to cope with everything that he have seen and saw. Yeah, things that he's seen, saw, and heard, went through, experienced. Fail. I don't think Orlando is crazy. He's speaking truth. Yeah. And I think he's just ready to let it out. I think he's ready to just let it all out. When we all start waking up in that consciousness, we go through that phase of, I want to just let everybody know. I want to let the world know. That's when you get to that phases of, I want to tell everybody the knowledge that I have phase. You know how you guys say, Royalty, what do I say to my family when I try to tell them that this is this, and then they tell me that I'm crazy? It's the same thing. We want everybody to know this knowledge that we have. We want everybody to know the truth that we have. We want them to know, but their mind is not there yet to even understand it. They don't understand what he's saying. Their mind is not there yet. They haven't reached that level of clarity and understanding yet to understand what he's putting down. It's take a lot of work to get there, because I've seen it, guys. I've went through it. Many of us in the comments have went through that phase. We done went through it, guys. We have. You can't control evil, but you can protect yourself from it. Anyone wanting to disarm you only wants another victim. Yes. Yes. That is very true. That's Critch. That is very much true. Yes. Tammy. Everything is in reverse. Everything was bad is now good, and everything that is good is now bad. Loving and caring and being kind-hearted and being given and being emotionally, willing to help people, that's bad. Anger, frustration, murder, victimizing and assault and molestation and pedophilia, all these things now, they're trying to make it normal. Yeah. That's very true. Thank you guys for tuning in with me today. I just wanted to come through and give y'all that. Thank you, everybody that shared. Now, listen, give me 1 second, guys. All right. 1 moment. Okay. Because I want you guys to be able to catch me. All right. Give me a moment. Alrighty. Now, if you guys are watching me on Facebook, okay, I'm going to need you to go ahead and click this link down here and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, okay? There will become a day where you will not be able to catch me on Facebook. You will only be able to catch me on YouTube. So go ahead and click that link right there, because over here we talk about news, we talk about conspiracies, as they call it. What I say conspiracies are just truths that just haven't came out yet. We talk about crimes, we talk about murder, celebrities, we talk about it all over here. This is a variety. Can we get it out? Variety channel, okay? Where you can get a variety of all types of knowledge. I talk about a lot of different things. This is a place where you will always be able to come. For everybody that's new over here, you will always be able to come over here and get something new, okay? Something new. Last week, we did a very great interview with Michelle Loud, who says that her son was taken by Core Jakes. We also did a show on fertilizer, turning your body into fertilizer. We did a lot of things, you guys. So make sure that you scroll down my YouTube channel so that you can get a little bit of that knowledge. We talk about trafficking. We talk about CPS. If you're new over here, this is a place where you can always come to get something fresh and something new. Bishop, thank you so much. Conspiracy is no theory. I say conspiracy is nothing but the truth. You just ain't heard about it yet. That's all. They just hiding from you. You just ain't seen it yet. But thank you guys so very much for tuning in. For everybody that took a second to share, subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you so much. If you didn't get a chance to do it the first time, there's the link again. But before I go, always remember, when you begin to wake up and the truth is there, you start to talk a little crazy because what you're saying is really rare. But it's not about waking up. It's actually about becoming conscious. And you can never understand consciousness until you understand that signs and symbols is only for the conscious mind. If you block your mind, you'll never see the truth. Have a good day.